With Christians and other religious minorities under attack around the Middle East, it's important to remember that Catholic charitable organizations have been deeply engaged in that part of the world for decades. And even as they see their brothers and sisters in faith under attack, they may have insight to share with us. Sister Dorothy Farley has coordinated with the different Catholic non-governmental organizations at the UN, and she knows fellow Dominican sisters who have found themselves in the path of ISIS in Iraq.
When they left Mosul, it was very, very clear that the ISIS groups were right around the corner, so they left there. That was the first move out of Mosul.
Exhausted from traveling, members of the Yazidi community have reached this camp in the Syrian Kurdish town of Malikia. After a long and dangerous trek, they arrive with nothing but the clothes they wear.
For us, who have the comforts of home and, you know, our television and our food, and it's very hard to imagine people who are stripped of everything. They just took very, very small amounts of things. They had to move, and they had to move fast.
When we attacked Iraq under the second Bush president, that unleashed forces that we were totally unaware of.
Both Sister Dorothy and Father Elias agreed the Yazidis needed immediate protection from being slaughtered, but they were deeply skeptical that the United States was attuned to the sensibilities of people in the Middle East.
First of all, a military solution is an oxymoron. A military action is never a solution. Even if it's quote-unquote successful, there's more you have to do after it to get things together than actually even during it. For example, World War II, you know, the greatest generation. Yes, that they did a whole lot, but what really solved it was the Marshall Plan after. You know, that unless you can rebuild societies on a better basis, on a more equitable basis where people have hope, people have a future, and people are equal, then just bombing them, that's not a solution.
And I know some of these groups, they're so spread out. I think we're learning more and more. They're so savvy that it's something very different that we really haven't ever faced in that way before. And we have to get away from that thought that the first strategy is, you know, bombs or guns or something.
What we need to do is help people in those countries form a civil society. That's the problem. That with the quote-unquote Arab Spring, a lot of governments were overthrown, but there's no civil society. There's no tradition of democratic structures. So, okay, Morsi is out or Mubarak is out, now what? We're used to getting what we want and solving problems and stuff like this. This is beyond our ability to solve on our own. We can help, and the other thing too, we like quick solutions. There are no quick solutions here.
Reporting for Currents, I'm Konrad Aderer.